get the video footage, spend sometimes 3 days at a time with the videographers uploading their VHS, Super VHS, High 8, Regular 8, Beta, film, and whoa, a couple mini DVs thrown in. That was as good as it got. And so it was a very laborious process, but we knew where it all was. And at the time of the bombing, people like Karen Pickett and many other people, perhaps some in the audience, were videotaping every single news program. You should do that the same with Occupy Open. Every time you're on the news, you should have a bunch of people putting the videos in the TV, get every single thing, because it's really valuable stuff. And guess what? The TV stations don't keep this stuff. There's not one single station that's any footage from 1990. It all went in the garbage can. Today with digital, they tend to keep it because it's smaller, but back then they did not keep it, so we got it, and so that's how come we were able to use it. Next question. The FBI closed this case in 1993, 3 years after the bombing, and the Oakland police closed the case more recently in mid-2000, maybe 2008, or maybe right around there. In other words, they are closed cases. No, there's, especially because there's an enhanced charge if you try to kill somebody with a bomb. So we believe that there's no statute of limitations. Plus, I think there's another crime that has been committed here, among others, and that is obstruction of justice.
There's other people with questions.
Could you forgive my my poor sense of lingo? What do you mean by choke points?
Action camp in August.
Well, we have an ongoing. Okay, as part of the, we actually got some of that money. What we did, and I'm going to get to your point because it's how we exactly where we're going with this. So we negotiated after the jury gave us an award. You would think that they would appeal their loss, and they would, except that we could appeal all the people that got thrown off the case. The judge threw off Richard Held of the FBI. She threw off the top brass of in Washington, D.C. So in order to get paid some of the money, we took less money, but then we made two non-monetary demands. The first was that the City of Oakland, the Oakland City Council, make May 24th Judy Barry Day, and they did, right in this room, okay, right in this hall. The second non-monetary demand was that if they ever get rid of the evidence, that they return it to us, and if there's any evidence that they don't want to give to us, like a bomb or a bomb remnant, for example, that they have to notify us that they're going to destroy it. And they did in 2010. They said they were going to destroy the Cloverdale bomb. So we filed a case in court really recently, 2010, and then again in 2011, right up to today, literally April 12th coming up, to order the FBI to turn over the remnants of the Cloverdale bomb, as well as the bomb in Judy Barry's car. But the Cloverdale bomb has about 6 feet of duct tape wrapped around it that can contain hair samples, skin flakes, DNA, fingerprints, etc. And so we had the judge order the FBI to turn it over to a laboratory of our choosing, an independent lab, but of our choosing. The FBI is appealing that judge's order, and that ultimately that appeal is going to be heard 2 blocks away from here on Thursday, April 12th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we want to pack the courtroom. So it's not very far, and so we are trying to get that evidence so that we can get a DNA evidence, a DNA identity of the bomber. Now, we know that the DNA on the letter, the Lord's Avenger letter that took credit for the bombing, we didn't put this in the movie, and maybe we might want to throw in a caption. The Lord's Avenger's DNA that we tested on the stamp and on the envelope that was licked is that of an unknown female. Which makes you wonder, did the Lord's Avenger have a secretary? So the Lord's Avenger was a good typist. So I think if the bomb's DNA is male, or a fingerprint is male, then we know that it was a collaborative effort, that somebody wrote the letter, somebody made the bomb. That's two people at least. It's a conspiracy. And if the Lord's Avenger letter is female and matches the female DNA, then we have a case of a rare woman bomber, and that really narrows the field down quite a bit. So there you go. So that's our point for getting that. And I think there's an obstruction of justice charge in here somewhere. I really got to talk to Dennis and Ben about that. April 12th is Thursday, April 12th at 2 o'clock at right over here at the Federal Court, the Twin Towers of Oakland on 12th Street in Clay.
Still got to bring it to